Are you waking up every day or most days feeling exhausted after you thought you got some decent sleep the night before? Or are you feeling like your energy button lasts less and less after 40? Yeah, me too. Just like hormones, energy was also such a mystery for me as I started to age. And I would try to get more sleep, but I would still wake up more tired. And then I would drink caffeine all day long, but that would always end up with a major crash. So I'm not a big nap person either, but I would even try to take naps. Then I would wake up in such a brain fog. So I know for me, feeling good means I'm energized, clear headed, I feel vibrant. And I know people that are older than me that are full of energy and they can go all day long. So I just wanted to feel like I could do things that require a lot of energy and not dread it because I'm so exhausted. I also have a little boy that is full of energy, and as his mom, I just want to be able to keep up with him. I want to have fun with him. I want to be able to play with him and really create special memories with him and not be so tired all the time that I can't. I know when I feel tired and exhausted, it affects my mood. And it's not good because it affects my entire family, not just myself. I finally wanted to get over being on this hamster wheel of feeling exhausted, drained, tired, caffeinating to get through the day, and then have a major crash at the end of the day, and then just do it all over again the next day. So, this, once again, has really led me to so much curiosity around this and just a desire to figure out how can I just be more in life and be more excited. And I really equate that to my energy level. So when I'm tired and exhausted, the last thing that I am is excited about life. So what does actually happen to us after 40 for us women with our energy levels, and why does it majorly go down? That's what I really wanted to figure out. So how is it that we're so energetic and vibrant in our 20s and our 30s, and then all of a sudden the energy just becomes non-existent? So here's what I found. Here's what's happening. It's a whole bunch of things that are really going on at once. Once again, hormones play a huge role in our life, including our energy levels. We can't seem to get away from our hormones. And it's constantly for us women disrupting our life. So typically, after 40 is the age we start experiencing perimenopause. So not all women, but a lot do. So usually between that starts between the age of 40 and 44, as low as late 30s, as late as early 50s, but every woman is different. But typically the range is between 40 and 44 when that starts. So during this whole perimenopause phase, when estrogen and progesterone is starting to decrease, and both of those hormones are essential to women's reproductive functions, our menstrual cycle, sexual health, fertility, but also our health overall when it comes to brain, mood, skin, hair, metabolism, immune system. It's basically connected to everything. So we also, after 40, experience changes in our thyroid, and our thyroid is also where we create a lot of hormones that affect our health. So maybe you've heard of hypo or hyperthyroid, which that has a dramatic impact on energy levels. I know for me, this is something that I have to be constantly aware of since thyroid issues really run in my family and I'm always on the verge of hypothyroid. Our metabolism starts to slow down after 40. That's another big thing that happens. And that can have an impact on our energy levels as well. So another one is lifestyle. Lifestyle can affect our energy levels. So if we have a lot of stress in our lives, which usually at the age of 40, we got a lot going on, we got a lot of responsibilities, and that can create a lot of stress. Diet. Diet is another one that has a major impact on energy levels. And this is where I've done a lot of adjusting. And I'll share a little bit of that with you in a couple of minutes. But also, this is not all women, but we do start to experience less physical activity, we become a little bit more sedentary after 40s, and that can impact energy levels. Mental health is another one. So if we're feeling anxious or we're experiencing depression, that can fluctuate our energy levels, and then of course health issues, right? So like things like autoimmune diabetes, being anemic, those will obviously impact energy levels. So my life study right now in this phase of my life is figuring out how to constantly boost my energy, increase my energy, and then get that high vibrational feeling, good feeling going, being vibrant and full of vitality. I'm always looking to biohack my energy. So here's some things I've adjusted to overall increase energy so that I have more days of being energetic, productive, and just showing up as the person I need to be every day. It's not perfect every single day of the week, but I will say I have more energetic and happy days versus low energy and low frequency days with these simple adjustments that I've made. One huge thing that I have done is increased and really worked on my hydration. And I'm not just talking about increasing my water intake. It's been a combination of increasing water, but also getting good sea salts and minerals into my body. Most people, they walk around this earth majorly dehydrated and they mistake being tired for dehydration. Being dehydrated does a lot to your body, including decreasing energy levels. So if you just properly hydrated, it is life changing, including your energy levels. So drinking more water is not going to be enough for your body. You need to be able to absorb that water, and it's able to do that through good sea salts and minerals. So anytime I can add sea salts to my food and even in my water, I will do that. I also take a good mineral supplement, which I'll link in the description for you to help enhance that as well. So my goal typically is to get 80 to 100 ounces of water a day. And here's a rule of thumb, okay? Today's hydration, the water, the sea salts, minerals for today are going to help you for tomorrow's energy. I say this is probably the biggest impactful, simple, zero cost adjustment I've made in my energy, and you can do that one too. Next thing is you want to wait to have coffee in the morning and make sure you're hydrating well first. So you want to do a minimum of 8 to 20 ounces of water before you go grab that coffee. Remember, that coffee is going to dehydrate you and it's going to cancel out any water you're doing. Like 5 ounces of coffee is going to cancel out 5 ounces of water. Here's a bonus tip. Hydrate right when you wake up, and don't have your coffee for at least 90 minutes after you've been awake, you've been hydrating, to really get the full effect of your coffee. I know so many people, including myself for so long, wake up dehydrated from not drinking water all night, right? Because we're sleeping. And then you just continue this dehydration path by grabbing coffee first. And then you feel tired all day long. I would not even feel the effects of my coffee anymore. I wouldn't feel more awake. I wouldn't feel energized. And it just really became a habit to grab that coffee. So if you make this simple adjustment to hydrating first, sea salts, minerals, coffee later, you will start to notice that your coffee is actually going to do what it's supposed to do. It's amazing. You also want to make sure you're not having coffee after 2 p.m. because you don't want to disrupt your sleep. And sleep is obviously connected to your energy levels too. So sticking to 1, maybe 2 cups of coffee, but definitely stop it after 2 p.m. That's another simple shift that doesn't cost any money. Another one was my diet and nutrition. So for women, it really makes a huge difference if we start our morning and breakfast with protein and fats. And this really helps with our thyroid and our hormones. So this really helps stabilize our blood sugar levels throughout the day and also our metabolism. You will notice if you start your day with any kind of sugar or even carbs, right? Like those pastries, pancakes, that you're going to be on this roller coaster of peaks and valleys all day long with a high from your sugar in the morning and then a crash later and then wanting that high again and then having a crash. And it's just going to be a whole roller coaster you're having with your energy all day long. So to keep your energy high throughout the day, you want to stick to really simple nutrition and diet with proteins, complex carbs, veggies, and healthy fats. It's really that simple. It's not necessarily easy to do, but that's how simple it is. And you're going to feel so much better, especially if you're somebody that's working and you go into a workplace, right? And you want to stay away from heavy meals while you're at work, like heavy foods like pasta, pizza, carbs, fried foods, rich foods, sugar foods, all of that like during the lunchtime throughout the day, because you're going to have a crash in the middle of the day when you still have another 8 to 10 hours ahead of you. Another very simple trick when it comes to energy is just moving your body. Whether it's actually like working out or walking throughout the day, both can really make an impact in energy levels. One of my favorite hacks and trick is to walk for 5 to 10 minutes every hour. So I'll set a timer, and it really helps. It keeps my energy going, right? Gets your blood circulation going, and it wakes up your brain. I challenge you, if you can give yourself every day to just do 8 to 10,000 steps. If you're doing that, that means you're keeping your body like pretty active and moving all day long. Sunlight is another one to give you a little energy boost, but also a mental boost too. Sunlight is really great for your mental state. The light just helps increase your serotonin and gets your blood also circulating and moving, and just gives you that little oomph that you might need. Something I like to do regularly is to get B12 shots and iron infusions every now and then. Now, this is something that might not be so convenient and something you definitely have to get with your doctor about. It's going to cost some money. This one isn't just like a simple, free, easy adjustment you can do at home. Of course, there's ways to get it through your food and diet, but as we get older, they just majorly get depleted, and it gets harder to replenish through diet. I've been loving my B12 shots. I do them pretty often, and then every now and then I need to get some iron infusions in, because those two things, as women, we become very deficient with that, and it has a huge impact on our energy. And then the last thing I'm going to tell you is that it's going to seem really obvious, right? But it's making sure that you make it a priority to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but really actually doing it. Like, I know you need to do this, but actually doing it. I've known my whole life that sleep is important, but I never really took it seriously till now. And it's not just getting some 8 hours of sleep and doing it every night. It's being consistent, allowing your body, adjusting when you go to bed so that you're going to have enough time to get your 7 to 8 hours. One thing I've noticed when it just comes to my brain clarity and energy is making sure that I'm getting enough REM sleep. So in that 7 to 8 hours, am I getting enough REM sleep? We need about 1.5 hours of REM sleep. I know if I get 1.5 hours of REM sleep, I feel so productive. I feel so clear-headed, energetic, and I can really take on anything that comes my way physically and mentally. So overall, these are some really simple adjustments you can do at home that don't really require money, but just some lifestyle changes that can really improve and increase your energy after 40, make you mentally just feel good. And I know this is one area in my life that my energy can make or break my days and really determine if I feel good or not. So I'm willing to do the work that is required to help me naturally increase my energy levels. And it's worth it. And the combination of these things over the last year has really changed that for me. And I can't wait for you to make these adjustments and start experiencing your energy and just feeling good after 40.